Everybody, it's Mr. Buro from Staten Tech, and I'm going to teach you how to use the block command in AutoCAD. Now, the block command is something that's used often to group items in CAD, but it's really for something that's more than that. Usually, when you want to use an item multiple times across multiple drawings, you use the block command to create that item, and then you can manipulate it afterwards and use it like as many times as you want within a drawing, or again across multiple drawings. And as you edit that item, it does get updated across all of the items inside the drawing. So I created very quickly a design of the Staten Tech CAD State Prison, where you see a number of cells here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16 cells. And inside each of these Staten Tech CAD State Prison cells, I would like to draw a bed and a toilet. And I guess a sink. We'll see. Let's start with the bed. Okay, so I'm going to zoom up to one of these cells just to get a quick idea of measurements. The cell is about 8 feet wide, and I would guess around 9 feet high. Sounds about right to me. And over here, I'm going to draw with a polyline. Let me turn my grid on. With a polyline, I'm going to draw the bed. Don't really know how big this is going to be. Actually, let me take a shot and make it about 7 feet high, and I'll make it 3 feet wide. So first I'm just going to draw a rectangular box to kind of like contain it. I'll make that yellow. So now let's draw within this box. I'm going to basically just draw a few parts first, and I'll probably end up trimming along the way. Put a rounded piece over here. And I'm going to copy that. So that'll be my headboard and footboard. Let's draw the body of the bed seen from above. Maybe a pillow. I'm going to fillet that. Hit the radius. It's good to me. Do a polyline fillet. Then I'm going to draw kind of like the top of the sheet. Looks good to me. I'll erase that original rectangle. So I have my bed there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select those items, and I'm going to go to Insert and pick Create Block. And I'm going to name it Bed. And I'm going to pick a point for my base point to be the center of this wall to the left. And I've already selected my object, so I don't need to hit that again. But if I didn't select my objects, I would go ahead and pick this button here and then go select the objects on the button, on the screen. Its behavior, I do want to allow it to be exploded. I'm not going to force it to scale uniformly, and I don't want it to be annotative, which is something that adjusts based on zoom level. So I'm going to just hit OK. Seemingly nothing has happened, but if I click on this item right away, you could see that it's one piece, and I could go ahead and move it based on that one base point. So I like the way that turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick Insert, and I'm going to use my snap to place it in its proper location a few times. Let's just copy this one from this midpoint to there. That looks good. Now I guess I will select all of these and do a mirror from the center here. So now I have all my beds in place. Some other stuff you could do with the Insert command, if you take a look, if you just don't pick it from here, but instead you pick it from the menu, and I click here, I have these buttons over here to go ahead and change the scale, which is a pretty useful feature. So upon inserting it, I can change quite a few things. I could change the scale. I could change the angle at which it lands. So if I want to rotate it 90 degrees, I'll pick this and put it in there. If I wanted to scale it by a factor of, let's say, 2 in the X direction, you can see that I did that. Plus, I could also repeat placements, which is an interesting feature that I probably should have done before. So I can keep doing it like the copy command if I wanted to. And then the last one is to explode it upon entry. Having it exploded upon entry, of course, allows it to be edited in parts. So maybe if I didn't want a pillow on this bed, I can delete the pillow off the bed. Do a number of other things. So that's a cool thing to have as a feature. There's quite a few other things to do as well. Let me go ahead and create the toilet, and then we'll get back to doing that. So real quick, I'm just going to make this simple. I'm going to draw a like a tank for the toilet. And then like a base where it attaches, something like that. Whoops, not centered. And then I'll draw an ellipse. Let me make that bigger. I'm not measuring this, obviously. Then I'll trim this out. Okay, I'm happy with that as my toilet. Now I will select all of it. Go ahead and hit the block command again. Name it toilet. Pick my base point, which in this case will be the corner. Hit OK. And now I will go ahead and insert that. This time I'm going to... Wait, did I do this wrong? Nope. This time I'm going to do the repeat placement without exploding, of course. That looks good. Then I'll mirror this the same way. And I have my toilets in place. That was easy. Other things you can do with blocks is click on the block editor. And let's say I wanted to edit the bed. Brings me into a secondary editor, which is not very common for AutoCAD. But as you can see, if I wanted to go ahead and change this, like if I wanted to place another pillow at the foot of the bed, kind of rotate it a little bit. I'll just put it over here, and then I will rotate that pillow. Whoops. Guess I messed that up. Hold on. Go back on the bed. If I just wanted to do that, and I hit close block editor, I'll pick save changes to bed, and as you can see, it has placed a pillow on the foot of all of the beds. So that is the true power of the block command. Using it multiple times, and of course editing it whenever you like, and having it being updated across the entire drawing. But maybe I like my bed block so much that I'm going to go ahead and hit this button, which is right block. And with right block, I'll choose the bed as my source, and then I'm going to save this bed to my desktop as a DWG file, bed.dwg. And maybe I'll name it CAD library bed. So I have an organized set of library items. When I hit OK, seemingly nothing has happened. But if I open up a new drawing and go to insert, you can see there's no blocks here. But if I pick block from library and then I search, I can go and pick my bed. And here it is, to be inserted inside a drawing. You can insert any CAD file you want as a block, which is an interesting feature to have. So I could just do that and then insert that piece, which is a separate CAD file also, as a block in a drawing. And as you can see, these blocks are living as blocks and can be, of course, exploded to edit. So that's it, and hopefully you never have to visit the Staten Island TechCAD State Prison. But there it is, and thank you very much.